Hey, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. It's so nice to have you. And if you've been watching for a while, welcome back. I appreciate each and every one of you. I am grateful that we get to do this together. Okay, I want to talk about something that I think is really important. And I know that I discuss some things that are pretty hard to hear because they go against the grain of what people like to hear in today's culture. But I think it's important to say what I need to say. So let's talk about anxiety relief. I know that there's a lot of people right now who are struggling with anxiety and even panic attacks. And so, what I'm gonna share with you is how to stop having anxiety and to find your inner peace. This is going to be a quick video, and I would love for you to share it with someone who needs it. Let's jump into it. No. One is a very unpopular opinion that I have, and I've already gotten a lot of backlash for sharing this, but here it is anyway. Stop focusing on your breath. Now I know that that sounds crazy because the breath work has been all over Instagram and TikTok and everywhere else. And I used to recommend breath work, but I don't anymore. And let me tell you why. When you're anxious or when you're in a panic attack, you're hyperventilating. You're breathing way too fast. So when you start to focus on your breath and you start to try to slow it down, you're telling your body to slow down. And so what happens? It ramps up more, you become more anxious, you become more worried, and it becomes worse. Now, obviously, I'm not talking about the times where you're reteaching someone how to breathe deeply in order to calm down. That's different. I'm just saying in general, stop focusing on your breath. Don't try to control it because the more that you do, the worse that it gets. Your body knows how to breathe. It really does. So just allow your body to breathe the way that it wants to. Allow yourself to feel the feelings that you're feeling. Allow yourself to be in the moment that you're in without judgment, and it will pass. The anxiety will go away. It always does. Okay, no. 2 is to get out of your head. When you're in a panic attack, you're in fight or flight. So what do you need to do? You need to move. Get out of your head. Go for a walk. Do something physical. Anything that gets you out of your head and moving your body will help. This is also why exercise is so helpful for anxiety, because it gets you out of your head. It allows you to feel something other than what you're feeling. One thing that I think is so interesting is that when you're working out, you can't think of anything else. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Maybe you're weightlifting, or maybe you're running, or doing a cardio, but you can't think of anything else. You are in the zone. You're focused on what you're doing at that time. And that is such an amazing thing. And that's why it's so helpful to work out and to get those endorphins going, because it helps you feel good. It helps you take the edge off. It takes you out of your head, gets you out of that fight or flight mode, grounds you in the moment, and it helps you feel better overall. So do something. Get out of your head. The next one is pull yourself together. Pull yourself together. I know that's kind of harsh and it kind of sounds like, well, just snap out of it. I know, but sometimes that's what you have to do. Sometimes you just have to pull yourself together. Now, I'm not saying that it's easy to do, but you have to make the choice to pull yourself together. You have to make the choice to stop worrying about things that are beyond your control. You have to make the choice to realize that the thoughts that you're thinking are not true. You have to choose to see the positive side of things. And yes, it's hard, but you can do it. You have to make that choice. So sometimes you just have to pull yourself together and say, okay, enough is enough. I'm done being anxious. I'm done worrying. I'm done being in this state. I choose to be happy. I choose to be at peace. I choose to let go. I choose to trust the process. I choose to believe that everything is going to work itself out. It may not happen the way that you think it should or the way that you want it to, but it will work itself out. The next step is to lean into the discomfort. Lean into the discomfort. I know that sounds crazy, but just hear me out. When you're in a panic attack, you're feeling super anxious. You're worried. You're stressed. Just lean into it. Allow yourself to feel it. Feel the anxiety. Feel the stress. Feel the worry. Allow yourself to feel it, but don't fight it. Don't push it away. Don't distract yourself from it. Allow yourself to feel it and then let it go. If you were to ask most people how they deal with their anxiety, they would say they distract themselves. They'd watch TV, they'd eat food, they'd drink alcohol. They do anything to escape the anxiety because it's uncomfortable. And so, instead of dealing with it, instead of leaning into it and working through it, they escape it. They run from it. And then the anxiety catches up with them again, and it happens all over again. And it becomes this cycle. Lean into it. Allow yourself to feel it, and then let it go. Next, I want you to change your perspective. I want you to look at the situation that's making you anxious, and I want you to look at it from a different angle. What's another way that you could look at this? Is there a different perspective that you could take? Could you be wrong? Could there be more to the story? Could you be misunderstanding? There's always more than one perspective, and oftentimes when we're anxious, we only see our perspective. We only see our view of the situation, and we don't look at any other perspectives. Change your perspective. Look at it from a different angle. Look at it from someone else's perspective. Try to understand where they're coming from and try to see their point of view. The last step that I want to share with you today is to practice gratitude. When you're grateful, you can't be anxious. It's impossible to be grateful and anxious at the same time. So what I want you to do is think of 3 things that you're grateful for. Write them down every day. Think of 3 new things every day. Write them down. Make it a habit to practice gratitude, because when you're grateful, you can't be anxious. There's a couple other videos that I would love for you to check out. One is all about how to overcome a panic attack, and the other one is how to find your purpose. I'll see you over there. Bye.